Cashflow.
Let's do it.
Today, we're diving deep into this awesome podcast episode I listened to called Creative Cashflow. It's packed with actionable strategies to turn those passions into profits.
You know, the thing that really jumped out at me was how they redefined creativity. Like, it's not just about art, right? It's this powerful skill set for any field.
So true. They completely busted that whole starving artist myth.
Yeah.
Remember that example they gave, the coffee entrepreneur who created that whole subscription thing with personalized blends and experiences?
Oh, yeah.
Genius, right?
That's exactly where the money is, right? Recognizing how valuable creative problem solving is.
It's about packaging those skills in a way that clicks with your audience, and they give some really tangible strategies to do just that.
And the best part, you don't need a ton of money to get started.
Totally. So let's jump into one that really resonated: creating digital products. eBooks, online courses, templates. The sky's the limit.
Love it, because you create it once and it just keeps generating income, you know? Plus, minimal overhead.
Yeah.
More money in your pocket.
They were really into online courses, which makes sense. People want expertise. They're willing to pay for it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So whether you're a design guru, a coding whiz, a master gardener, there's an audience out there for everyone.
And so many platforms make it easy to create and sell those courses. Teachable, Thinkific, Podia. They handle all the tech stuff so you can focus on the teaching.
Work smarter, not harder. Right?
Absolutely.
They also had some great advice on pricing.
Yeah, finding that sweet spot is key.
Value, but also affordable.
They mentioned tiered pricing, which I thought was interesting.
Oh yeah, tell me more about that.
So basically, you offer different levels of access at different price points.
Oh, I get it. So like a basic package with the core content, a premium package with bonus stuff, and then maybe even a VIP package with like one-on-one coaching.
Exactly. You cater to different budgets and learning styles. Genius.
Love it.
Maximizes your earning potential while still giving value.
So smart. But it's got to be good quality content, right?
100%. People need to be raving about it.
Word of mouth is everything.
Invest in good audio, visuals, make it engaging.
For sure. But digital courses are just one piece of the puzzle. They also talked a lot about building membership communities.
Oh yeah, those are huge.
So we're talking about creating a dedicated online space for people with shared interests.
Exactly.
But how do you turn that into an income stream?
Exclusive content, my friend. Experiences they can't get anywhere else.
Give me some examples. What kind of things?
Live Q&As, behind-the-scenes peeks, early access to new stuff.
I like it.
Or even just a sense of community, belonging.
Yeah.
People crave that. Don't underestimate the power of connection, for sure.
Makes sense.
They had all these examples of successful membership groups for, like, everything. Fitness, writing, cooking, coding.
It's like building a tribe around your passion, right?
Yeah.
And they use that tiered membership model too. Different levels, different price points. Smart.
So smart. Caters to everyone.
Totally. Okay, so shifting gears a bit, they also talked about storytelling as a marketable skill.
Oh yeah, I loved that part.
At first I was like, but they explained how businesses are like desperate for good storytellers these days.
Totally. They need those compelling narratives, right, to connect with their audience.
It's all about crafting those brand stories that really resonate.
And that's where creatives come in. Companies are willing to pay big bucks for people who can tell those stories.
Through websites, social media, even video scripts.
It's huge.
So, note to self, those late night Instagram caption writing sessions, totally a transferable skill.
Right.
Who knew? Okay, they also went deep on niche content creation, which is like exploding right now with YouTube and podcasts and everything.
For good reason.
Right. It's all about going deep on a specific topic you love. Vegan, baking, sustainable fashion, whatever.
The internet lets you connect with those like-minded people.
Even if your niche seems super specific.
Exactly.
Okay, but how do you actually monetize that niche audience?
Well, they talked about a few things. Advertising is big, especially on YouTube.
Ad revenue.
Exactly. Then there are sponsorships.
Where brands pay you to promote their stuff to your audience.
Because you've built this dedicated community, right?
Makes sense. They also mentioned something called listener donations or viewer support.
Oh yeah, Patreon, Ko-Fi, all those platforms.
So you get direct support from your biggest fans.
Yep. Offer exclusive content, perks, even just a way to say thank you for their support.
I love that. It's like building a direct relationship.
Exactly. More stable income than just relying on ads or sponsors.
Okay, so we've got digital courses, memberships, storytelling, niche content.
A lot to unpack.
How do we tie it all together? What's the common thread?
They kept coming back to this idea of building a strong online presence,
Having your own website.
especially a portfolio website.
Right, your digital storefront.
Exactly. Show off your work, highlight your skills.
Build credibility.
Super important, especially for freelancers.
Which they talked about too. Great way to get your feet wet, you know?
Totally.
But having that website helps you stand out.
100%.
So building that online presence is key for any creative entrepreneur.
Essential.
But creating content and building a website is just the first step, right?
Right. They talked a lot about marketing yourself effectively, too.
Ugh, marketing. Always feels a bit icky, doesn't it?
I know what you mean. Like you're being pushy or something.
Yeah, exactly. So how do they suggest getting the word out there?
Social media is huge, of course.
Yeah.
But they emphasize being strategic about it.
Right, not just randomly posting and hoping for the best.
Exactly. They said it's about finding the platforms where your audience hangs out.
Makes sense.
Crafting, engaging content, being consistent.
Consistency is key, right? I hear that a lot.
It builds trust, keeps your content fresh in their minds, and engaging with your followers, responding to comments.
So it's a two-way street.
Exactly. Building relationships.
Yeah.
They also mention SEO, search engine optimization.
Ooh, yeah. Sounds technical.
It can be. It's basically making sure your website and content actually show up when people search for what you offer.
Ah, okay. So if you're like a freelance designer specializing in logos.
You want your website to pop up when someone searches logo designer.
Got it. So using the right keywords and stuff.
Exactly. It's an ongoing process, though.
Always evolving.
Right. Now, I know this is a lot to take in, but they gave some really great advice for getting started.
Don't try to do everything at once, right?
Exactly. They said start with just one skill or passion you want to monetize.
Okay, so like if you're amazing at organizing and decluttering.
You could offer virtual organizing services, create checklists and guides, even teach an online course.
Love it. So practical.
Right. Once you have your idea, test it out.
Like a trial run.
Exactly. Maybe offer some free or low-cost services at first, get feedback, build your portfolio.
That's smart. And don't forget about building your personal brand. It's so important. Figuring out what makes you, you.
What you stand for.
Yes. And letting that shine through in everything you do.
Your website, social media, even how you interact with people.
It all matters.
So much good stuff in this creative cash flow episode. I'm feeling inspired. Like, you really can create a life you love on your own terms.
You absolutely can. It takes work, but it's so worth it.
So for anyone listening who's feeling that entrepreneurial itch but not sure where to start,
Just take that first step.
even if it's just brainstorming or starting a website, you got this.
Every successful entrepreneur started somewhere.
Exactly. Now go out there, embrace your creativity, and build that dream.
We'll be here cheering you on.
Until next time, stay curious and keep creating.